like the Belgian city, but with other cities, over 50 cities all across the world, as well as with national governments, with regional governments like the EU, as well as with some multilateral organisations such as the World Bank. We believe this data is extremely powerful, and if we can empower governments and policymakers with it, that gets us closer to our vision more quickly.
And so there's a strong demand, is there? You've got governments beating a path to your door?
Absolutely. So as I said, we're currently working with over 50 cities across the world, as well as with national governments and with those organisations. Our experience has been that, as the Deputy Prime Minister said, this data is extremely useful and extremely unique. Our ability to analyse the labour market at that most fundamental unit of analysis, i.e. skills, and to do it on the supply side as well as the demand side, really is unique to LinkedIn. And let's not forget that in addition to that unique granularity, we also have that timeliness that the Deputy Prime Minister mentioned. So we are seeing these changes happening as they happen on the ground. We're seeing that happen on the system, and we can provide that real-time information. And the third unique characteristic I'd call out is that global reach. So for trends such as migration flows, the talent mobility across the world, the fact that we have members in over 200 countries across the world allows us to inform governments about talent movement, not just in their city, not just in their country, indeed not just in the region, but globally. And we saw that reflected very concretely here in the Brussels project, where, as we saw, over 188 nationalities were coming into the city and bringing their skills and talent with them.
Okay, great. Probably just about there, I'd say. Perhaps you could just tell me how it's going. The work that you've instituted as a result of LinkedIn's report. I mean, are you able to track its progress?
Well, we have, first of all, the Digital Belgian Skills Fund I mentioned, and there we see that there's a lot of enthusiasm around entrepreneurship, skills, and digital. And this, for me, I think this is the new hottest part of the fourth industrial revolution. There's a lot of talking about fintech and all these things. I think that what some people call education tech is really where things are happening today. And we see that in the enthusiasm we have in these types of projects. We selected 41 projects last time. Today we have more than 150 projects who applied for a second round of financing. It shows that there is a lot of enthusiasm on that. Another thing we did was create a center here in Brussels. It's called Be Central. It's really the anchor point of Digital Belgium, which is in the central station in Brussels. We today have more than 20 organizations there who are focusing on skills and technology. And you see that a lot of people are interested in this, to visit it, but also a lot of people are interested to put their energy into this and to drive this whole agenda forward. And it is happening in a different way than it would have happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, people would have asked for a government-steered program and so on, whereas here what we do is create a space and create some collateral financing, and we see that a lot of things are actually being built on that. I think it is important to use that approach because I don't think anyone knows what the skills will be, which are the skills that will be needed in 10 years, in 50 years, or in 20 years. I would love to keep it more open-ended. I think in the end, what people will need is more certain aptitudes, and aptitudes that enable them to remain up to date in the rest of their lives. And then those aptitudes, I think, is more around learning to learn. If you have a method of learning, you can actually get quite far. But I think it is also learning to fail. And that is something that we do not focus on often enough, I think. And it is also learning to work together. And I think anyone who knows how to learn, knows how to fail, and knows how to pull a team around and pull the best out of a team can actually get